Hi everyone, this is Angel Lamb. I know it's been a little while since my last upload, but I am back here with the long-awaited, promised sketchbook tour. I have finally finished it a few days ago, so here it is now. But yeah, I'm so sorry it has been a little while. Life kind of catches up to you, and there's been a lot of changes and new things since you've seen me or heard from me last. But if you don't already, go follow me on my Instagram, TikTok, and right here on YouTube. Instagram and TikTok I'm a little bit more active on. But here we are at the moment I have promised for so long. My final finished sketchbook tour. I have a Ohuhu marker pad right here, and it is considerably really chunky, really big. It has been the biggest sketchbook that I have ever filled, ever. But it has been such a growing project and has taught me a lot about my art and how I found my style. So yeah, I won't wait any longer. Let's get right into it. So we start off with the cover page, which is cute. I definitely have done a lot better, but it really sets the tone for the rest of the sketchbook, and I do like it. And I did all of this with Ohuhu markers, and here I started it January 24th. 2024 and ended it October 24th, 2025. So a little roughly over a year. Okay. Oh. Right here I have my OCs, Gemia and Oxian. They're so cute together. I love them. I love their dynamic, and I created them a few sketchbooks ago. I don't draw them as much as I would like to, but they're still really cute. Then right here I have some dynamic sketches of my OC Kimi. I have had Kimi for like so long, like ever since middle school. But yeah, like you could see a lot of action poses, regular dynamic posing. I love this like little chibi that I did for her. She's super cute. Sorry if I'm shaking a little bit. I have this really kind of crappy tripod that I'm trying for the life of me to get a good angle for. So please bear with me. Okay, this is a really important page in the sketchbook. This right here is my OC Lima, and I had created her one day in my AP art class with my best friend Lex. Hi Lex, shout out Lex. And I really gravitated towards her design, and from there it just blew off. So she has her own story now, and I do someday want to create a webcomic for her and her story. Right here we have this plan, like kind of a planned out for a painting sketch, but I never ended up going with it. I glue a lot of things in this sketchbook, so you'll see a lot of random little pieces and doodads all around. I just find it makes it a little bit more visually interesting, and it helps me cover up like the ghosting. So here we have Oxian, who kind of looks a little wonky in this image, but I love the side profile that I did in pen right here. Right here I watched Wolfwalkers for the first time, which is such a cute film. I urge you to watch it if you have not already. Here we just have some chibis. There's Lima again. Don't love this I don't love the anatomy on that. Don't know where that came from. But I promise you it gets so much better. So much better. Also, a very important page right here. This is where I really find what my sona comes to look like. Just like I was just messing around with making different sonas of different fandoms and IPs. But I'm not too into these anymore. But here we have what I go on to make her look like. And here is like actually a final sketch that I did turn into a digital piece I don't think it's on anything anymore because it's a little bit old. I took it down a while ago, but yeah, I might show that. Right here is one of my favorite pages though. I was messing around with some oil pastel, and I just I drew these two little lambs, and then over that here's Lima and Jet. Jet is her love interest. He is a ghost that haunts the diner that she works at. And then here we have this really pretty magical girl, like Transformer-esque mech type drawing. I love the detail that I put into like the boots and everything. She's just so cute, and I just stuck her in there. I drew her on a random page. So here we have my OC Demos, who is a part of the same universe as my OC Kimi. They are in a story called Limbo. Don't love the anatomy right here again, but these two I really like. I used a reference off Pinterest, and but yeah, I love how these two came out. Some redraws from older sketchbooks from the past. I like the face on this one. The posing is a bit stiff. My LPS mascot, who I love, I do want to redraw that because I was having a little trouble like finding like a color match. Here we have my other OC, why was I gonna say Kimi again? Morality. This is my OC Morality. She is an automatron, android, and she's just a little creepy, and this was kind of a redraw from a previous sketchbook, but I love how much more character there is in the facial expression. Here we have the loves again. Here's Lima and Jet, and there's Gemia and Oxian. I love them both. They just make me so happy when I draw them. I love drawing romances, but yeah, they're being cutesy, dancing. This was when the MLP infections were going off on TikTok. If anyone remembers that, please bring it back. I'm begging for some of these stories to be finished. I love it so much. And then we have my really old OC Pawnee. This is how I used to draw her. Like that was her older design. But I kind of simplified it to be more cute and more stylized with the anatomy and the way that she just looks. I love it. I love how she looks right here. I'm really happy with that redesign. Oh, here is where the anatomy gets a little bit better. This is also my OC Leviathan, and he is also, shocker, of the same universe as Kimi and Demos. He's just a sweet guy, and he's a sweetheart. But here he is. I kind of draw my anatomy like Barbie dolls and Ken dolls, like yeah. But it just looks a lot better from the previous things that I have drawn. And here is actually the first redesign of the sketchbook for Kimi's outfit. As you saw in the action poses, her outfit is kind of a bit basic. It doesn't really make any sense for how tactical and action-filled her day is. So I kind of wanted to redesign that a little bit. Here's Jet, and I did like a little logo for their story, which is called Atomic Love. I don't love these. Actually, she looks really cute, but I do not love that sketch of him. Oh, I do love this one. This is again Gemia, and I just did this in alcohol pen. And yeah, and then just some little doodles on the side too. This is my friend Alex. Hi Alex. Hi Lex. Hi Lex. I want to redraw this as well because I know I could do better than that. But yeah. Don't love this page. Do not like this page at all. But it does introduce a very cute and one of my favorite OCs, Princess Lilibelle right here. This is just some rough sketches of her, which we explore in the next page. This is Princess Lilibelle, one of my most favorite OCs, and this is her love interest, Hux, King Hux. And she's kind of a part of like a reverse dynamic between, like, I don't know, it's a very misunderstood story, but here she is again, and there's Hux, and there's the hero. Right here we have, I love this drawing of my persona. I love it's just a very soft and sweet sketch. I wish I did more with it, but here is actually very important as well. Not because of, like, you know, what it contains, it's just because it doesn't look as great as it will. This is an OC that I created for Goretober that I drew last year. But she definitely gets a way better redesign. So yeah. Here they are again, Oxian and Gemia. Just some dynamic poses, her stretching, being cutesy, and then I drew this in pen, and then I captured it on my phone, and I inverted it. It is so lopsided, so I went back and I drew it with pencil, and this is what he looks like. Not this, but this. Not this, this. Okay? Oh, I also love this page as well. I was just messing around with just like a regular pen, and all of this was done with pen, and I just love how smooth. I love the little pinup girls, like everything is so themed out, and I'm so glad that I themed it out. I had gotten this postcard in Berkeley, oh, okay, here is Chibi, Little Belle, and then we have My Sweet Piano. If you have not seen my previous video of my introduction, I love My Sweet Piano. My Sweet Piano is my favorite Sanrio character, and I will die on that hill. Nothing too important right here. This was a animatic storyboard that I never went through with Lima and Jet. It's a cool idea, but I didn't like how it was coming out. The song choice wasn't as great as I thought it was. But here's my dog Pika. Hi Piki. And then we have, like, I drew myself as a Chobits. If anyone has seen that anime, it is so cute. I love Chobits. It's one of my faves. Ooh, okay, I love this page because of these two. These were two magical girls from a very, very old sketchbook back from middle school, and I redrew them. And I love that they have so much more personality and differences between them, because back then I had a, like, bad same face syndrome. But yeah, I just love the detail that I put in the hair. Ugh! And then we have my spider Sona, which I don't draw very often. Right here we have a really cute another pen sketch that I love. I really love how I did this one. And then we have Hugh Jackman. Hi Hugh Jackman. Yeah, that's just what he looks like. Ooh, okay, so here is a sketch that I did that I turned into a digital piece. It's up on my Instagram, so if you want to go check that out, please do, yeah. Then we have this character that I had from a dream. He was this, like, clown that I was roommating with. He was very nice, though. Right here, I drew my friends as our pony sonas. I created pony sonas for them. So we have me, my friend Len. Hi Len. We have Lex. Hi Lex. We have my friend Virgil. And you might be wondering, Angel, why are you covering some of these ponies up? And to that I say, sometimes friendship is not always magic. And and yeah, so yeah, and then we have my little brother and my mom. I just drew them. Okay, I love this page. I love this page. I was messing around with my friend Virgil's acrylic markers, and I loved the saturation in them. And so we have Leviathan right here, and I redrew his face a little bit, and he gets a little bit of a redesign there. He looks so good though. It's just, I love that. I love that so bad. Then we have Gangle. I love Gangle. She's my favorite out of the whole Digital Circus cast. Little Bell again, who gets a lot of redesigns in the sketchbook. Believe you me. I like this page, but this doesn't look like Kimi at all. If you have seen her in the previous pages, it's not right. These two look like two different people. Here we have my LPS mascot again, and I love how I drew these little sheeps going back to their sheep mom. Look at, they're so cute. I love lambs, okay? I love lambs. Again, if you have not seen my previous video, I go a little crazy. I love lambs. I'm obsessed with lambs, obviously. Here we have Kimi again. This is a little more accurate to what she actually looks like. And I love this much more than the previous. And I was experimenting with a few of these new pens that I had gotten. Me and my friend Lex and Virgil had gone to a tattoo shop who was giving away all of their art supplies. So there was alcohol markers, like Copic markers, like fully functional Copic markers, oils, oil paints, acrylic paints, watercolors, colored pencils, anything you could think of, we got there. And it was all for free, and I loved that day. So yeah. Okay. This also is a very important page. Again, not because of its content, because how bad it is, okay? You'll understand it a little bit when I show you. But yeah, I was messing around with those inks that I had gotten from the tattoo shop. And then just some dynamic poses right here. Ooh, this is the finalized version of what Kimi's outfit is, which is a lot more tactical and just makes a lot more sense for her character. Like I said, she was just wearing like a regular, like, off-the-shoulder sweater with a skirt, but now it's like a romper and everything ties together, so it's easier for her to go quickly into like into battle. She's a fighter. I love her so much, and I love her design, and I love what I did with the outfit for her. And then here we have Pinkie Pie, who is my favorite out of the main six. I love Pinkie Pie so much. If you hate her, get off my channel. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm open to opinions. Right here we have this concept that I had for another magical girl. I create a lot of magical girls. But based off a kind of antique store magical girl, and her calling card would be kind of a carousel music box. Her transformation, like, is her form is very, very cutesy and carnival-y, and I love it. And I did all of this in pen, and obviously all this in pencil. And I love this so bad. It looks really good. I love it. Right here actually is for a future video, but I'm gonna let you guys see this early. Right here we have my OC Cloud, Nubia. She is an amalgamation of two characters put together and to make one. So, and here is like the design concept for her. I tell you, I have gotten so much better with character design and clothing design, especially. This really just fits the cloud theme. Her power, she's a cloud deity, like a weather deity, and her job is to create the clouds that come out at night. And so we have a lot of stars and clouds, and like but her problem is she wants to make the clouds during the day because it's much brighter and the clouds look better. And so she's very young, and she's finding her place in her kingdom, and it's just a really cute story that I have in the back of my head. Here we have I took a little break from the character design process. This is when Baby No Money released It Boy, and when he first did his Miku cosplay. I highly doubt that Baby No Money will see this, but if he does, hi, I'm such a big fan. But yeah, this was my favorite outfit of the music video, and yeah. Oh, and here we get back to the character design. This is her older sister, Yuviana. Again, 2 characters meshed into one, and she is the deity of rain in the night sky. And yeah, they both are very unhappy with the places they are at, and they want to do something else. But yeah, I do really love the outfit design I gave her. I didn't need too much rehashing or like concepting, because I had like a very clear idea of what I wanted for her. Nothing too special right here. My little brother did draw this though, guys. Everyone clap right now. Good job, Kai. Love you. And then we were watching Sonic Boom, so I just did like a little Sonic Sona. Yeah, she's a lamb, obviously. Here we have Pinkie Pie again. Then we have, I tried the Spider-Verse art style. I don't know if I accomplished it completely, but I do like how it looks. So that's a win in my book. Here we have, again, Little Belle with her 80th redesign yet in the sketchbook. Then we have Anya and Daisuke from Mouthwashing. If you have not seen Mouthwashing, if you've not played Mouthwashing, please do, because it is an amazing game. And yeah, I love their characters, and it is such a well-written story. I have not seen a written story like that in a long time. But yeah, and then here's my Chico Sona. Ooh, okay. See this? Hux looks way better right here. I sketched him out again in pen, and he just gets the glow up of a century. And then Little Belle, and here's his side profile. He looks really good. Okay. Okay, we're getting into one of my biggest obsessions ever. This is Igor from Epic Universe Orlando. And if you have not seen like the TikTok videos, he's just so silly. He's such a creature. He's a funny one. I love Igor. If you couldn't tell, I love Igor. He's so fun to draw too. And I made a little Sona for the Dark Universe, because of course I did. I love making Sonas, as I stated prior. God. Oh, and then right here, a redraw that looks way better than what it did previously. So here we have a good improvement. Some redraws from previous sketchbooks, nothing to write home about there. Just some random, like, steampunk girl. She looks cute. And then right here, I drew the first drawing that was based off this in high school, my sophomore year, in my geometry class. And, like, a few friends of mine were Googling, like, random generated prompts, and it turned up, like, aggressive tiger love. And I was like, yeah, that's gonna be an anime girl. And she just wants to love you. Nothing to write home about here. Also, don't like how he looks. He does not look like that. That is Jet, or supposed to be Jet. But I do want to talk about Lima and her wedding dress. I'm not too sure if the wedding dress is gonna fit with the story, but I do want to include it. Right here we have a Little Mermaid that I drew for Mermaid. Concept design I never went through with for a project. Oh, okay. Here is where I told you to look out for. Here's where I was like, oh, this is gonna be important. Okay, we're gonna find it. We're gonna go back really quick. Right here. You see this, and you see this. You see this, and you see this, okay? Improvement, and I love this page so bad. I used the same inks that I had gotten that day, and just look how much more emotion is in this piece from the beginning. Like, it just, I love it so bad. the posing, the fluidity, the facial expression, the design, just like the composition, everything. It just looks so much better. It really does. And then we have just some lyrics by Remy Bond, one of my favorite songs. Right here we have a cute little fairy that I drew with like a new mechanical pencil that I had gotten. Like it was called the mono pencil. And then Eternal Sugar, who does not look good right there, but I drew that at work and I was dead tired because I was closing. Then right here we have Igor again. Hi Igor. He's just such a cutesy. Right here was at the time where I had finished the animatic that I had posted right here on my YouTube channel, right here on my Instagram, and on my TikTok. So if you are interested in going to see that, I would appreciate that greatly. Because it was just a really cute little, like, I needed a break and I wanted to make something just for me personally, and it was honestly kind of my first animation meme I've ever made. So if you want to go check that out, please do. I worked hard on it. Ooh, okay. I don't agree with this Little Bell drawing at all. Does not look like her at all. Don't know what I was thinking. But this is also an important page because right here is the main villain to Limbo, the story of Kimi, Deimos, and Leviathan, and his name is Carneus. He has showed up in multiple different sketchbooks of mine. He is the main antagonist villain, and he used to be a lot more serious, but I kind of jazzed him up a little bit and made him a little silly. And I love the design for him. Also, let's not stray away from the fact that my anatomy has improved in this drawing immensely from the prior. So yes. But here's his back and what he would look like. And then yeah, I do not like my job. And then right here we have Carneus and Kimi. Carneus is obsessed with Kimi, and she's the reason why they, well, not the reason, it's not her fault at all, but this is the reason why she has to go into a lot of hiding, that she's been alone for a long time until she meets the other two. But she does not like him. She hates him. Absolutely hates him. Here we have little lambs that I drew. Just like this silly little guy. He's just so silly. I love drawing lambs like that, very gangly, and I wanted to do like an oil piece with this, but I could not for the life of me find my oil pastels, and I still haven't found them. They're still missing. I don't know what I did with them. Okay, this is when K-pop Demon Hunters first came out. If you have not seen K-pop Demon Hunters, I urge you to go watch it, because Sony Animations is an amazing studio and came out with one of the best movies ever. It is absolutely amazing, and yeah, just please go watch it. I want to be a part of Sony's development team so bad. When I saw that first trailer, I was like, oh, I should have been in that room. I should have been in the room where it happened. But yeah, then we have Derpy right here. It was just a quick little sketch. Here we have Hux and Lilibel again, being cutesies. I drew my cat as a little dinosaur. Ooh, okay. This might not look like a lot, but here we have my pony Sona, and then my boyfriend's pony Sona. Hi, Johnny! So we have a project right here that I am starting for my acceptance to an art program of my college, and I need to display what art means to me, and this it's a work in progress, but it's a really big project. And here is just some chibis for said project that I'm planning on doing. And yeah, so it's just some development work that I've been doing for that. But they all look super cute. Ooh, I love this page. This is my little cat, Evil Pen, little pen, Penelope. She is my baby cat, and she is such a brat. And I just drew her, and she looks so cute. She's just a baby. And then we have, oh, okay. These Lolita are, these Harajuku girls, they're so cute. I just did all of this in pen, and I was just getting really into it, and I love all the details that I added to the dresses and how each of them have such a different vibe. I love this page. I truly love this page. Here we have my Sweet Piano Build-A-Bear workshop certificate, and I accidentally put My Sweet Piano, and my boyfriend will never let me live it down. But here's our Chico sonas. Ooh, okay. Also very important page. I would love to turn this story into a short film, but this character is kind of like, I thought of this idea of a blue collar magical girl, and the story behind that would be she would defeat the monster of or the big bad that was gonna destroy Earth, because she comes from another planet. She comes from Venus, and she's thinking, oh, I'm gonna get so praised, I'm gonna be celebrated, and then I'm gonna go home to Venus. They're gonna pick me up, and then I'll be completed my mission. None of that happens. Doesn't get celebrated, doesn't get picked up. She's stuck on Earth. She doesn't know what to do, so she's going around going through all these jobs to sustain herself. And the only one who really accepts her is is a construction company, because she has the power to levitate things, and her boss is extremely shady and is like, oh yes, we'll save so much labor and so much lawsuit money, this is perfect. And so he basically employs this freaking preteen, and she befriends this sweet old man, and yeah, they become friends. And I would love for my grandpa to voice the, sorry, I would love for my grandpa to voice him. He only and she has the power to understand him through touching his forehead like this. It's just really she just has the ability to comprehend different languages through that way. But yeah. Here we have, this is when everyone was doing the apple core trend. I wanted to do a little sundae, and here they are. It's Lima and Jet being cutesies again. I draw them so much. I love their relationship, their dynamic. But yeah, their story is actually very bittersweet and tragic. Here is Ringa again, the blue collar magical girl, but here is her full her design, her magical girl design. Then we have Lima and Jet again, and I kind of based this off a pinup from Pinterest that I saw. It was really cute. But yeah, then the little heart cutout. Oh, I love this page. It makes me really happy. It scratches a part of my brain. Here I revisited some OCs that I don't draw very often. So right here we have Morality. We have my OC Maki, who I do not draw very often. She didn't make an appearance at all in the sketchbook besides this one. And then we have Gemia and Yuviana, and I love the posing on every single one of them, because they're all just they look so good, and I just love the fluidity and how just stretchy almost some of these look, and the poses fit the personalities of the characters too. But yeah, I love this page so bad. Ooh, okay. This is where I introduced gouache into the sketchbook. I had just purchased it, and I did my first piece, and this is where my persona changes a bit. Right here, this is kind of the idea that I am going forward with. It was a good first attempt with my first piece with gouache. I still very much like it. But right here we have Ringa again, and out of all of them, this was my favorite out of the 3. Oops. And here we have Gangle. I love Gangle. As I stated before, she is my favorite out of the amazing Digital Circus cast. And she's just so me. She really is so me. I like to draw her with a little neck bow, but she's just so cute. I love Gangle. Right here we have Elvis. I love Elvis. I love his music. And I did him in gouache, and I sketched a few posings. He has very fluid posings. He's a guy that I like to sketch a lot. But yeah, I did him in gouache right here, and I think it looks pretty good. But this was actually supposed to be a piece with Carneus instead, but it just wasn't like coming out how I wanted it to be. So it's Elvis. Oh, and then here we have Lilibelle and Hux again, and they're being cute. He throws a ball for her in the story that they're in, and I don't want to get too deep into it because we're going to be here all day. Their story is extremely long. Right here we have my boyfriend as a Chiqua Knight, and then my Chiqua Sona. Here we have my boyfriend and me as Pokemon trainers, and I made us like matching tag team battlers, and I went with kind of like a Gyaru styled like outfits. It's just really cute. And here we have some of my favorite Pokemon: Stuffle, Esper, Skitty, Mareep, Sylveon. I added like a few of my other favorites into my outfit, like Jigglypuff and Clefairy. And then my boyfriend's favorite is Shelder. But yeah. Right here, I should have finished this. It was just like this random pen sketch that I did with Kimi, and it looks so good. I really love all the detail that I put into it. It's just so nice. And then we have this sketch that I did for my boyfriend. It was a poster board that I did for National Boyfriend's Day. And he went through my sketchbook and he was like, "OMG, babe, it's us." And I was like, "Yeah, it's us. Yeah, it's us. It's just a little sketch that I did. Nothing else. Nothing to worry about." But no, it was a total surprise. He liked it. Oh, okay. So the Amazing Digital Circus, I think only has like 4 or 3 episodes left till its finale. And I wanted to redesign them before it ended. So here we have Pomni, Ragatha, Gangle, and Zubul, and I gave them all very different looks. Like I gave Pomni a more Renaissance looking gesture vibe. I gave Ragatha like a more Lolita-esque vibe, a baby doll vibe. And then I did like a spool of ribbon for Gangle, and for Zubul I just put a little bit more recognizable toy pieces, like a G.I. Joe leg, like those sensory cubes from like the dentist's office that I used to play with as a kid. But yeah, I really like these designs. I think they're really good. And then here's Kinger and I guess Jax. I don't like Jax. Oh, and then this was the OC that I was talking about for Goretober and how she gets such a redesign. I love how she turns out in this drawing. This is also her like the other character that I drew last year for Goretober, but I never drew him in the sketchbook. But he gets a redesign too, so yeah. Ooh, okay. This is when Knights of Guinevere came out. If you have not watched Knights of Guinevere, again, I keep making recommendations in here, but please go support the creators of this show because it is so amazingly done. Just for its pilot release, it is so good. And then we have Lilibelle for the last and final time. actually stays the same in the next drawing that she appears in, because I am very content with how she looks right now. And then we have another gouache piece of my Sona, a little more creepier, but I love how I did the hair in this one. I do like this piece a lot. Oh, and then here she is, her current and hopefully final design for her early outfit, at least. And then just some dynamic poses for my Sona. This right here, I pulled off a lamppost on my trip to New York, and I told my friend Lex, I'm gonna put this in my sketchbook when I get back home, and I did. So yeah. But yeah, this is her final design. Right here, I bought a multicolor pen in New York, and I came back and I drew this. This was one of the outfits that I wore that day. And yeah, I miss New York. I want to go back to New York as soon as possible. And then we have my sweet, my pony Sona. I did a little drawing if I had like a Pop Mart little rubber face keychain. Probably look like that. Okay, so right here we are reaching the end of this sketchbook tour. And I just want to say, sometimes I have no, sorry. I love this next page, and I hope that you do too, because it took me a little while to finish it, but here we go. This is the end of my sketchbook tour. This is the final page, and I really wanted to do something big, something that really represents me and my style and my love, like my likes and loves and my aesthetics. And I am just so proud of where I've come and where I am now with my art style. As you can see, there is a huge jump in improvement from this piece from the beginning. There is so much that I have to thank for this sketchbook. As much as it was kind of a pain in the butt to film and to finish, because it again was the biggest I have ever done, I am so immensely grateful for what it has given me, what it has made me realize about myself, what it has made me realize about where I am as an artist. And I am forever gonna remember this as one of my faves. And yeah, I hope that all of y'all can see as much of an improvement as I can, and y'all can enjoy my art as much as I did making it, because it really is a piece of my heart that I have put into this book. And as much as I've made so many mistakes, and I have just got back up again time and time again to create more, I wouldn't do anything different to this sketchbook, I feel. But yeah, I won't get, I know I'm getting like super sappy, but it's true, and this is like, these are my feelings on my sketchbook. I am very proud of it, and I don't mean to sound like I'm boosting myself up, because obviously I still have so much to learn, but it just really is like, it's just one of those wow moments, you know? But yeah, this has been my latest sketchbook, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. And again, if you have not followed me already here on YouTube, please, if you could subscribe, it helps me so much, and I would love to grow following so I could have more videos to go out to people so they can enjoy it as well. And again, my commissions are open. I'm going to be posting an updated commission chart right now. And go follow me on Instagram and YouTube. It should be on the screen now. And yeah, Thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time to click on the video and sit through this very, very long video. But I hope that you enjoyed it. I really do, because I certainly did. So thank you so much. This is Angel Lamb signing off. I hope all of y'all have an amazing day. Thank you so much for all of my subscribers who come back. But yeah, bye you guys.